I go
Oh my
grab my
God,
throat.
I
I go grab
can't.
my piss key, dashing towards the slot, and I put it in there. Yes.
The door opened once again.
Did you put your ding dong back in so that it doesn't freeze instantly though?
I don't think
Okay,
that I don't think that's a worry, but yeah. And then I run out. Yes.
All right, you guys are all in the same room, and you've solved my cold blade
I'm
room
stressed.
puzzle. Congrats.
I am stressed.
Welcome to this magic world. I lost a part of me. Got wrapped up with this magic girl. I hope my heart can feel just a little too much for you. And I'm thinking about us a little too much for you. And I'm thinking it won't work.
Sage is still
Wow.
unconscious.
Wait, what?
Gilly is just chilling.
No,
This
he's
dude just walks
he has
out
one
with.
HP. He has a 1 HP.
Because
Yeah, but still, all right. Yeah,
this is how Gilhana felt when
Oh,
we
yeah,
first
thing in there.
encountered the Grung, and our healer was pretty much got stabbed in the neck, and Gilhana wanted to attack, but everybody was shouting at her that she should heal the healer. Remember?
It's
Remember
essential
how-
to heal the
remember how
healer because the
conflicted
healer
I was?
heals everyone else.
I was like, but if I attack now, then I'll get rid of one less Grung. Like, yeah, but your party member just got stabbed in the neck.
I know.
And you did you did destroy
Y'all,
us, or-
I deserve a medal for putting up with y'all.
I'm
Your
very glad you
Goliath
guys
walks out
survived
of
that
the
room.
ice room.
I mean,
looking
like,
like
to be
he's about
fair,
to fall over.
fair, like, I think we had a good chunk of us at below half HP. So you know that channel divinity that you were
All right,
saying.
before we do anything else, I make sure, Orin is fine, Sage is barely around, Gilly's there. We just get away from this ice
Fine.
door to a more safer zone.
I'm
And
almost dead.
when I
That
say you're
seems to be the
fine,
state of all our
and I mean you can
almost
walk.
dead.
You're not in good shape, but you can walk. All of our HPs are bad. Mine's at 8. And we're all doing bad. So the first thing I do is get as far away enough from the door, and I'm
But we're all
casting.
bad together, and that's the point, right, Sage?
No, yes.
Sage doesn't say
Anyway,
anything because
I'm
he's unconscious.
casting.
You
You're
got
not
the good berry.
unconscious.
You're on
You
one.
got the 1 HP, man.
One,
You're unconscious.
but I'm conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah,
conscious, but you're
Oh,
not
I did
doing
not know
well.
that. I didn't know that.
Gilana gave
No,
you a good
remember
berry
what's
and
his
ice.
face?
Good
Yeah,
berry
and
and
good berry and
ice.
ice, so you can get your chilled good berry.
I thought the 1 HP just meant that I no longer had to do like death saves, but I was
That's
still like,
No,
zero
once you have
HP.
1 HP, once you
Okay.
have 1 HP, you're conscious. If you're at 0, you fall unconscious, and that's
This
where
is-
your risk of dying ups.
that's why I was
So-
I was just like I was unconscious.
This
So,
is why when
it
Gilhana
takes-
said, when Orlando said he's going to take good berries away from Gilhana, I was like, are you sure? Because this is the difference between consciousness
good berries,
and
bro.
like,
Yeah.
Good.
You can never have too many health
Never have
based
too
stuff
many good berries, bro.
because we're gonna be dying a lot, guys.
And
Anyway,
I can
so,
still, and
while we're
I can
out-
still cast it.
Yeah. So while we're out, I do my prayer of healing. It takes me 10 minutes to cast. That is a level 2 spell, but it's worth it because we need to survive and all of us are risk aware. So up to 6 creatures of my choice regain hit points equals to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So I'm going to cast it on all 4 of us. So I need
So
to
everybody
roll
rolls 2d8, or you roll 2d8.
I think
Yeah,
I
just
roll
roll
to
it.
one
You
and
just roll it, Cookie, and
do I
I'll
roll
use that
2d8
roll.
for everyone?
Just roll it.
Alright, I really hope it's a good. I really 2d8s. I really hope it's good. It has to be worth something.
Either way, short rest.
6 and 4. That's
Yay.
not
That's not
bad.
bad.
Plus my modifier or whatever it is. The math.
two.
Plus
can-
4.
Plus 4. Nice.
And with your life domain thing, it's plus your 2 plus the level of the spell.
That's second level spell.
So it's 10 plus 8.
Not bad.
So
So
everybody
how much
gets
do we gain?
18
18 HP.
HP all around.
Yeah.
Ish. So that puts me up to 16.
All right, so I
26.
have Sage at 19. I have
Oh, wait,
Ari
I had
at
4.
6.
Oh wait, no, I
plus
didn't have 4.
19.
I think I'm sorry. I had when she gave me 7, right? And did I take damage?
You went flat on the ground after a certain point, no? You took 7
Yeah,
and then
and
you
then
took
she
4
used-
damage.
Okay, then so I was at 3 then. So 3 plus 18, right?
Yeah, 21.
Okay.
All
21.
right, so I have Gilhana at 21, Aaron at 32, Sage at 19, and Tegan at
26.
26. Perfect. Okay. So you guys
I need to rest though. I'm
My armor back on. I look at Tegan and I say, I've learned my lesson.
You know, now to think about it, if he had his armor on, I wonder how much things he would have been able
things
to
would have gone a bit smoother. I know that much. Not that a big,
it's skill
biggest
nil,
deal,
so
but
it wouldn't
still.
help much.
but
It's
it would
just
still.
one AC more than my skin. Bro.
Okay.
Just one AC more than my skin.
When I see
Yeah.
can make a difference though.
I feel bad. Like Sean feels kind of like forced into a situation that ended up in what he was trying to avoid in the first place.
Yeah.
But
No, it wouldn't have worked out the way it was
It was for
intended.
the benefit of the team because even if you had lived, most of us would have been benefited, and you don't have any healing spells.
No, well, what I was trying to, because I can't say it because it will ruin the role play. What I was
You're
trying to
telling him
kind
to
of
cast shield, right?
No, I was telling him each time he casted shield earlier, I kept thinking, oh, this is going to get so much worse. But
Because it would stop being effective because the attacks just get worse and worse with each round.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like may as well get the most out while the attack damage is at the lowest.
Yeah.
So that by the time things start really getting bad, we would have done enough damage to at least kind of survive.
And then
Get out.
DM crit twice against him, you know?
Don't worry, Gilhana goes through this all the time. They always do the wrong thing.
I mean, it's not the wrong thing. It's just
after today, I am officially the group's mom.
Yeah, thanks for the blanket, Mom. That saved me for like 3 whole turns. No lie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna
Haley, take this. You're going to catch the cold.
Yes, and it did help for the first 2 rounds, but you know, it did help.
This water came out of nowhere, and who can we blame for that? Nobody. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, you guys solved my Corium puzzle. Everybody's alive. Everybody's in one piece. Nobody has to roll new characters. This is great. As you step out of this room, you realize that as the door closes behind you, once again, this time with nobody still in there, except Mr. Meaty. When was the last time you saw him, Gilhana?
You already said he was in my pocket, so you can't really go back on that one.
I know, I'll never hurt Mr. Meaty.
Yeah, bitch move.
Yes, you would, you monster.
No, I wouldn't. No. So you guys notice that as you leave the cold room, you see where the blade room actually has stuck off on it a bit, and you, in this new space that you are, it's more of an open, empty, cave-like space. It's almost like you're back in the mountain a bit, as opposed to being somewhere else, on another plane entirely. So where you see the blade room intersect the previous cold room, you also see weapons strewn down on the floor. Gilhana, do you still have that dagger you picked up?
I do. And Aaron has all those swords he picked up too.
Yeah. If you guys look at it, you'll notice that for what is intact, these are. Who wants to do Arcana check for me, please?
Everybody rolls.
Who's the best of Arcana?
I do. I have +4.
We all roll Arcana. Can't we all roll Arcana? Even if we're not good, may as
Oh,
well.
okay, it was just me and Aaron.
Arc what?
Just tell me the
rolled
highest
four.
roll.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
All right, tell me all the rolls. It sounds
I got
4,
hold
2,
on.
12, and Aaron got 16.
Alright.
16.
Aaron, as a barbarian, you are not very well versed in magic, but there's one magic that you know for certain. When someone has enchanted a weapon to make it easier to hit. You
When
know that
somebody does what?
enchanted a weapon to make it easier to hit and to make it damage more.
Okay.
So these are currently +1 daggers and +1 swords. So they do, when you're rolling to hit, you can add +1 to what you usually roll. And when you're rolling damage, you add +1 to what you usually roll. There are 4 daggers.
So if we each get a dagger and a sword,
Hold
we'll
on.
get +1 of damage.
If Sage cast identify magic, can he learn how to enchant weapons?
Eventually, but like in a shot. Okay.
No, I mean I asked you that question before and you told me no. So
Did I? Did you?
yeah, yep. When I was fighting the scorpion and I did identify on him.
Oh, not mid-battle. So it's the same answer. So not immediately. Like this is something that you'd have to like spend
Study.
time on. Like a time skip, sure. In this short time that you would be spending, maybe not.
All right, so let me add 1 + 1 dagger.
How much more do we have to do?
So
And
you guys,
also, is the snake in Xibabla, or is it when we exit Xibabla and we can long rest and then deal with the snake?
this is
I don't know if we're
information
gonna be
your
able.
characters would not know. I'm sorry.
Short rest.
But what you do know is that as you look around, other than the weapons that you have in your hand and that you collected from the room before, there are more weapons strewn about on the floor of the little cave entrance that you're on right now. It's about 120 foot wide. It's almost an open space. Feeding light into the cave is a huge opening that has vines and moss and everything growing out of it, seeming to lead in some way back to the jungle. You can vaguely see the waterfall going through that. And you see a line of more weapons. And you see laid out.
What?
So you see a bench in front of you, just a regular sitting bench, and then a rack of weapons. You see axes, arrows, spears, a great sword, a shield, pikes, like just a line, array of weapons. And you hear a whistle, and you look across, and you see a Jaguar tabaxi in headbands and armaments and just like ancient traditional things. And he says to you, pick your weapon. You have 1 hour until reinforcement arrives. And then the hunt
great sword is
God
there.
damn it.
I grab that great sword. I'm just like, how long is a short rest? Like an hour?
Yeah.
There's this. You say there's a shield, right?
Yeah.
Is there a
that
mace?
So
there also
basically how this will work
mace?
You
is,
can have a long sword, you know. You can use long sword. They're proficient.
No, I don't. I know, but I don't think I want to do that.
so on the right
I'd rather stick to
are,
mine.
You want the +1 long sword? Like that.
so on the
With
right,
the sword, I can't have my shield up with the
All right,
sword.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
I
you
feel
can.
bad for the DM.
Yeah, of course
Can
you can. Yeah, it's just a regular long sword.
Will she be able to cast spells if both her hands are
She
taken out?
can't cast a spell with the mace, so.
I just pocket the mace and use my hand.
so
Are these?
what-
Are these?
exactly.
Sorry.
So I just.
Sorry, DM. Go ahead, Andrew. I know you've been waiting to talk.
so the weapons you see both ancient and more modern ones just lining up.
Is
they
there like a flintlock?
a pistol? No.
Okay.
Just
I need some.
swords and
I need
stuff.
some lead.
Yo, the wizard just gets trapped. Just
I do think the wizard should at least get 1 melee weapon.
I wouldn't be able to use them very
Please.
well.
You have no proficiencies at
I have
all.
no,
Alright.
I have no proficiency with weapons.
Are these
But simple
I think I can use a half staff or something like that.
No,
or
man,
a
you
dagger?
have
No, dagger.
Anything
proficiency
at
with
all, as long as
simple
you have
weapons.
something you can rely on.
Simple weapons.
Yeah, I use simple weapons too.
Hey, grab a longsword. Longsword got +1. Are the other
Are
weapons
these all
here
plus
enchanted
one
as well?
weapons that we see?
So,
Apparently, I can
right.
use daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light crossbow.
Daggers.
Yeah.
Get you a +1 dagger, bro.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you know what I can use? You know what I do have proficiency
Go ahead,
in?
go ahead.
A warhammer. I think I have proficiency in the warhammer actually. So if there's a warhammer,
Yeah, you do. Warhammers,
I'll probably-
maces, longswords, a couple of things.
Alright, what do you call it?
think
Are
I'll
these
use-
all +1 weapons?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Or do we have to go enchant
The
them?
ones that we
Enchant
have are
them?
+1. Are the ones that are strewn about the room +1?
Sean, you hearing? Because I'm going to
No.
just explain the thing. Or should I wait? Okay, once you can hear. All right, so how this works, yes. Let me verify and make sure. So how this works is also for Sean, everybody has proficiency in simple weapons, but martial weapons is where some people might not be able to use it. So with simple weapons, you can add your proficiency. So Balaam says, yes, these are all magical weapons. Pick one.
I pick a longbow.
And
I
for
would like-
you, caster, he points to amulet. And we can discuss that later. You pick what?
Done though.
I
Wait,
picked the
is there a
greatsword.
shield? Because if I can get my hit points as high as humanly possible, I would
No,
rather
you
take the
see.
shield than a melee weapon.
There's a
So
plus one
if I take a
shield.
shield, it would be even hard. So +1 shield. So that would bump my thing from 1
Plus 3
from
AC?
18 to 19.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll take the shield. I would rather take the shield.
I mean, while everyone talks, Sage is probably just going to do a ritual of identify on this amulet, anyways.
All right. With that and the amulet, you realize is a +1 spell casting item. It will increase your not your damage or anything, but just your spell save by 1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Also, your attack to hit with spells would go up by 1.
So what's the name of this amulet? Because I would learn that too.
I mean, I have not named it. I will call it. Would you like to name it? It has a paw indentation on it.
Ooh.
You would need to replace your casting focus.
I would need to replace it?
Yeah. This would
Yeah,
become your new
I have no
focus.
problem. I have
you
no
would have
problem.
an orb anymore.
That's fine. I have no attachment to the orb.
The drift
Yeah,
club
okay.
hears it and clouds.
Just like
The drift club thinks you're referring to it.
it's magic, so it's sentient. Makes sense.
But we also still have all of the stuff we looted from the room, which is enchanted. So I'd probably just take one of the swords that we got out of the ice room.
Why not just
And
take
this
one of the
magic
ones here and
shield.
then we sell the magic ones?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can call it the jungle. Oh, I don't know. Does jungle craft like suggest magic, or does it just suggest it was made in the jungle?
I like jungle craft. It has.
Yeah, jungle craft amulet.
All right, I'm gonna put that.
Gilhana would like to use the time to quote. How much poison arrows can I make with the snake poison and the scorpion poison?
You can do 3, but you may want to hold off on doing it because the poison may dry too soon. So you can do it like at the end of it. So you can state that you'll do it at that point and just do it then.
All right, then I would like to. I asked Arin if, since he has javelins, would he like to have a vial of snake venom to coat them if need be?
Orin looks up from his almost crazy looking worshipping of this magical greatsword to say, oh, yeah, sure, yes. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I have the scorpion, Aaron has the snake.
All right.
So that's at least 3 poison javelins and 3 poison arrows, right?
So let me keep track of who is taking what. All right. So Tegan, you took a shield, and each person getting a dagger.
Took the magical shield, and
Yeah,
I took
I see all
a
of that.
sword. I took a sword.
Okay.
I took a longbow.
That's not bad.
The sword is from the room we just came out of, yeah?
Are
It's
like
like one of the new
crossbows?
ones. Okay.
All right. So
Oh, wait, I can
amulet-
take more than one thing?
No, not really.
Oh,
Oh, we
okay,
can't.
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No,
I mean,
it's
you
just,
can
I
take a
already
dagger
have.
and another thing.
I already have the
Oh, if
weapon.
I can
Yeah.
take, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Whatever came out of the room, fair game. Whatever you're
Okay.
taking from the rack, just one.
Oh. Okay. Well, I have the shield, so I guess I can't take anything else. So that's what I have, and I took, a sword from the room.
All right. So
You know,
don't-
all right. So I
amulet
think,
for sure.
sorry.
Smart. That's smart.
I think we should also organize ourselves so that we keep our most vulnerable behind our most tanky.
So who's our most
After a
vulnerable
short
at this
rest.
point?
Sage,
Arin
obviously.
and Gilhana, Arin and myself are can operate at long distances. So we would
I
be,
suppose.
if we find ourselves a wall so that we don't get flanked,
Well,
we could fend off any attacks up until it becomes a close range battle.
yeah, but Sage is pretty primarily a mid-range with
Yeah, that's
almost
what I'm
no,
saying, that
with
Aaron
almost
and
So
no
mid-range
Gilhana
for the
close
middle,
range.
right?
Arin and
So-
Gilhana would be in front, then we'd have our
So
mid-range.
Tegan would be in
ones behind
front.
us. Arin and Gilhana would be in front to protect all those that cannot do long range, so that they can do mid range whenever the enemies reach mid range fighting.
But if you're on the wall, where would we be?
All right. What I'm saying is Arin, Gilhana front. You guys will be towards the wall so that nobody flanks behind us and kills us. So it's basically
Oh,
like
fine, then. Okay.
yeah, like a table, four legs.
Like a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
so
a
each
people
person will go
box.
to a different end of this and just protect the back. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I have a +1 great sword. This was worth it. Almost freezing to death was worth it. Okay. I just want a short rest now.
Yeah, same. If I can get my
I'm fine.
channel divinity back,
Gilhana's on the
That would be
constant
good.
lookout for danger. If she hears anything or sees anything, she like to warn everybody. Oh, also I think Sage, is alarm a cantrip or a spell?
It's a level 1 spell.
Okay,
yeah,
then forget
still
about
can't
it.
do that.
So, yeah,
So,
Gilhana's
They're
on.
coming in an hour. We already know when enemies are coming in an hour.
Does alarm have a ritual component?
Can you ritual cast it? Yeah.
But
Probably don't want to.
based on the fact
No,
that
it
it's
does not.
almost 10, I don't like it's running another room. I think may bring me way into the 1 a.m., 2 a.m. belt. So I'll allow y'all to do whatever the short rest entails.
All right, Gilhana would like to inspect the room to see how many entrances there are. There's just the one.
There's
There's
the one technically an exit. You use the entrance, which was the door.
All right. So how many exits are there?
The one big one to the opposite end of the room, behind the Jaguar. Who? My name is Balaam.
I'd like to ask Balaam what is this? Is this an arena or some sort? What's going on here?
It is an arena of sorts, a sacrifice of sorts. He is a Tabaxi, as I said, he looks to be dressed in ceremonial garbs, feathers. There are skeletons around the room and some little ledges like walk-ups and so. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
How much in-game time is there until we're attacked?
Oh yeah, he gave you guys about an hour.
How much time is left since he did that?
I said it basically just did. Like, so you have
Just did? Okay. So Sage is going to use his short rest time. Can you use short rest time to cast Find Familiar?
I will allow it. What is
Oh wait, shit! I don't. Wait. How does the using the spell slot? Does he use it after the spell is finished being cast?
Oh, by the way, I'm going to assume this entire time, since we never talked about the wet
Oh yeah, it can be
thingamajigs again, that we still actually have them, since they were ineffective.
Have what?
So I will take the wet blankets in the meantime and just kind of lay them out so that they kind of dry as much as they can.
You come into my house and you lay wet blankets on my floor?
Yeah.
Yes, because they wet my blankets, so they need to dry it.
And I'll just say from now,
You guys have bladder
find
Don't be such a wet
poisonous
blanket.
snake familiar.
I just like squeeze out all the water I can and just like
Hey,
put
maybe it
them,
can
like
be
lay them flat somewhere
hazard,
or hang
so
them up.
anybody that runs on it, they'll slip. Oh, speaking of which, I can spread oil on the floor at the only exit, so maybe people will be able to take fire damage if somebody can cast the card.
Or just
Maybe
slip
we
and go
should
prone
hold
and then we
on
get
to our
advantage.
oil.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Fine. I'd like to ask, what's his name again?
Huh?
What?
Oh, Balaam. It's actually it's Jaguar in another language.
Balaam.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask
Mayan.
Balaam what are the details of this sacrifice? Are there any? I want to know the rules. Do we have to kill a certain amount? Do we have to survive until time runs out? Run me through it.
No bludgeoning attacks do more to skeletons.
You guys did not tell Aaron any details about the rooms that you got.
No.
Yeah.
This is most likely the Jaguar room. It's kind of on the nose.
Yeah, but Aaron would not know this. You have not told me.
No, that's not
I have
right.
no idea what's happening.
When we entered the dark room, we told him the types of rooms that there were. That's all we told him.
Oh yes, you have, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I told him. Sage told him.
I think Sage listed them, but I don't think we.
That's all he did. Just listed it. But we didn't know anything about his Evo. That's as much as we knew.
True.
So what were the expected rooms? Because
we have Bat Room, Dark Room, Jaguar Room, Room of Blades, Room of Cold, Room of Heat.
Room of what? Cold?
That's all of them.
Yeah, we did that one. Room of Cold, Room of Heat. I think there were 6 rooms total, right? How much was that? 5?
No, that was all of them.
Are you sure you want to dry the wet blankets?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
You want them wet?
No! Don't
What?
dry the wet blankets.
Oh, you want them wet? Okay. I mean, if you can communicate what you want to do, that's not a problem. I won't go ahead and do it stubbornly.
This is why
I think I figured it out. I figured out what he's thinking.
1 point of intelligence, hearing the word hot room strikes fear in my heart, and I say,
All right,
and I say,
the hot room that we're gonna
perhaps,
find all the dead wild
not that I'm worried or anything, of course, but perhaps we may want to keep the wet blankets. Yes,
Okay.
Well, if you think that's a good idea, then no problem. I'll keep them wet. No problem. So I just roll them in a bundle so that they take even longer to dry naturally. I just hope that they don't mildew in the process, so that and just put them away or something. It's like, well, we have 2 wet blankets, so yeah.
Is it only 2 blankets? We all only have 2 blankets at all?
I only had 2. I had one for myself that came in my priest pack, and I bought one before we left the village, which is what I gave to Gilana.
All right, sorry. So yeah, I had asked about the specifics of the tournament, and after that, I'd like to know what everybody's health is looking like. So if it is that we should give somebody another, how much potions do we have?
We're just gonna short rest. We're gonna short rest.
Oh, do we get points back from short rest?
Yeah, you
Do
already
we,
hit
do we
that.
regain any amount of HP during a short rest?
You do. All Balaam says is, see if you can defeat me. And
Wait,
there's a method.
we can fight Balaam right now.
Wait, why do we have to fight him?
All right, no.
Not right
Where
now.
is he?
He has given you an hour, but it's up to you what you'd like to do. He told you you have an hour before he.
I
Reinforcements
don't
are
think we
arriving.
should challenge him, guys. We still have a whole sick child, and if we can do one less battle, I think that would be best.
Is
Just
he going to
saying.
fight?
We're not
Is he
good.
going to be a
No,
part
we don't
of the
have
fight
a
when
choice.
reinforcements?
He's
Are
going
you
to
going to?
fight
You
us.
have 1 hour, then the hunt begins.
All right, he's going to try to kill us. So I mean, like, if we kill him now, I'm just joking.
No,
I'm just joking.
no.
Neutral,
Oh,
good gang,
man.
gang.
Don't do that.
So what
Well,
comes
we're
to
gonna be in a room
mind
full of
is
us.
Gilhada,
what comes to mind is that
his
it would have
ears
been a good
prick up.
idea to run.
His ears
But
pricks up when you say that, and he's like, "You're welcome to try." And we just felt like, "Oh, he's a."
like I'm telling you, it really comes to mind that it feels like we should go outside and find a better position, but we really need the short rest.
Yeah, we do. We need to short rest.
I mean, those
I
outside.
need to short
outside
rest
at least
because
what,
I need to be able to. I need to be able to heal everyone one time if possible, and that means I'm going to need my channeled
Actually,
immunity,
Yes.
and I can
So-
only get that back with a short
Be
rest.
ready to get attacked as soon as this
Actually,
hour is up because it's
Andre.
right
Yeah.
there.
can I change the familiar that I want to summon?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to allow you to short rest and summon it with giving the casting time. What familiar you thinking?
I want to go with the bat instead,
All
and
right,
I'm gonna make it a celestial.
Celestial.
It says I can decide whether it's gonna be a fae, celestial, or something else, and it's not gonna be a beast. Like no
Okay.
matter what, it won't be a beast.
Yeah, it's not technically a beast, so the ranger
So-
can't control it.
Wait a minute.
So it can either be a celestial, fae, or fiend. My
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
Is Bellum a beast?
Bell and the Beast?
Stop asking tabaxis if they're beasts.
I did have a very
That's
racist
racist.
upbringing.
He is very racist.
I did have
It's
a very
okay, I
racist
have a tabaxi friend.
Oh yeah, no, you're not.
I wouldn't call us friends, but
I mean,
But there is a metal bench that is there for anyone who wants to like sit and do anything.
so can you decide whether I can short rest and do this?
Because it's an hour.
Can we short rest in 45? Then get
You're
the
giving
extra
me- you're-
15 minutes
you're-
to
1 hour is a short
giving
rest.
give me away. Oh, right.
And oh,
Just
just be ready. Let's have that. Oh,
all right. So there's
All right, so what are we all deciding? Are we going to short rest or keep going?
short rest.
All right, sorry.
Alright, so we short
I was
rest.
thinking about it. Like the reason why I said our plan is because it's a closed off space. We know where most of our enemies are going to be coming from. But okay, so you guys want to short rest, so we're staying here and we're just guarding the
Right.
entrance.
Short rest, but go somewhere else possibly? I don't know.
Using a little bit of military knowledge here, he says the hunt, and that would imply that we are going to be hunted, probably by him. And
Well,
he's right there, but we need the short rest, so we just have to go man to man.
if they attack.
Woman to
And
man.
woman to man.
Yes. Unless they come in to go attack all the beasts in the hot room because it's really hot and a bunch of people might die. I don't know. Is it possible to talk to this tabaxi?
It is. Because there's also a
reason
third
with them?
thing, Sean, because the casting item, attunement to it, should also take an hour that you did in the short rest.
Really?
So-
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
But we have to
that-
short rest no matter what.
So attuning to an item, short rest. So like I was thinking of how in the world you may be able to do this find familiar thing. At most, I'd allow you to burn a spell. Wait, is the casting time? Let me see if it allows.
And also, I have no spell slots to burn, unless you're gonna let me burn one from the short rest.
I would suggest you do that. But
Yeah,
that's just me.
yeah.
I'm just talking.
All right.
Well,
At the moment, finding familiar is not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, like, wasn't he burning like eagle bones? Does it have to be a specific animal's bones?
No, I just needed charcoal.
Okay. I mean, if you needed charcoal, why didn't you just use a spent torch?
Because the charcoal needed to be worth at least 20 gold pieces.
Okay, so okay.
Makes sense. Okay. I think
An
the
eagle
most you
bone
could
seemed
do
like
is
a rare
ask
commodity.
Balaam for more time.
Yeah,
Was the
that's why I
most-
said,
was
can
the
we
most
Who here
charisma?
has
at least
charisma?
talk to him?
Who here is charismatic? Yeah.
Tegan!
Would you like to ask that?
Ask him to speak to his manager.
Yeah, so
No, I'm not a Karen. Nobody likes Karen.
that's the
Tyron is actually
tabaxi
our
guy.
final boss.
I
Don't do that.
am the Couatl known as Karen.
Wow, that's the most lore immersive name I've ever
So I
heard.
can't do that. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you want me to
Well,
talk
you know what?
to this
Let's get
dude?
it.
Ask him one
I
more
mean,
time.
if I do anything, will he attack me before?
So what I need you to do is ask less will he or will it or will they and more can I?
Can I?
Yeah, because the only thing you have control over is what your character does. Everything
is
else
true.
is
Well, I will try.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
try to convince him.
Tegan, stage talks to Tegan. Tegan, can you go and like distract him and have his back turned to us?
What? No. What?
No, just relax.
Yeah.
Relax. There's a reason I'm asking this.
I don't want to die that way. I mean, where's the honor in
You're
that?
a barbarian. That's the only way you want to die.
is
Speaking
this-
of
what
which,
is
shouldn't
sneaking up on my-
we have stumbled on another dead body from his coat? As I feel like it's a tradition of every room we stumble upon a new dead body.
oh no, there's the mandatory corpse at the door, just skeletons.
Yeah. So Tegan, can you go do that so I can do one of my thing, please?
So I talk
Perhaps
to
you
the
could-
dude and just ask him if he would be so kind as to give us a little more time,
Yes.
like another
And
hour.
actually,
Or
yes.
something?
If you can get that, that would be a double win.
Okay. So I
Just ensure he has his back turned to me.
Okay, so I'm going to walk slowly, as to not startle him or make him think I'm up to anything. Slowly, but like he can still hear me approaching him. And of course, no weapons or anything on me. Just, chill. I walk up to him, like, what's his name again?
Balaam.
Gilab? Gilab? Yes,
Balaam.
yes. You know how it is. I'm like, hi, excuse me, Villa? That's your name, right? So my friends and I are in a little bit of a predicament right now. We don't really mean to intrude. We just kind of don't have a choice right now. But if you would be so kind, possibly, if there's any way at all to postpone the 1 hour we have to rest a little more, just to give us a bit more time to prepare for everything going forward, would that be doable at all? I would really appreciate it.
As she continues talking, I'm preparing. The second that he is no longer paying attention to Sage, he's preparing True Strike to be casted on Bellum.
Okay.
I don't like Sage's. I don't like this guy's face, and I don't want this guy to go attacking me thinking I was planning to stab him in the back the whole time, because I am forefront, unarmed, because I'm trying not to assume like I'm trying to kill him. So I am
Trying to
essentially
get, like, 3 HP from
in
my
the
wrist.
forefront of danger if you guys make the wrong move. So yeah,
I
okay.
won't overreact to this. This is pretty ordinary. I'm going to do a
I
perception.
know it's
want
pretty
you to
ordinary, so I don't know why people are freaking out over it.
I want you to roll stealth
Hannah.
as you try to cast as like a
Swear to
prepare
God.
something while he's
I swear
distracted.
to God, if you fail this roll, I am going to strangle
So
you.
that's
'Cause
12.
I don't
plus.
actually know what you're planning. You just said trust me. I don't know what you're up to.
I know.
Johanna,
So trust
Johanna
me.
has a flashback to Sage not letting her kill the ground.
That's 12 plus 2, so 14.
That's not
All right.
Wait, sorry, stealth. That's +4, so that's 60.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to rest.
Just wanted to rest.
Information.
And now I'm being used
I just
as a
Barbarians.
decoy. So if anything goes wrong, I'm the one that takes the brunt of everything. The group healer who has saved y'all multiple times
People
at
that
this
has
point.
died twice in the last room.
And the first thing Sage does when we revive him is, yeah, go be my decoy, and if things fail, you know, like, it'll bludgeon you in the face first before everyone else. Yeah, great.
We'll give you
Alright.
a good berry.
it has proficiency in perception. That's +2. Also +4. So 6 plus 6.
Are you doing
Oh,
vellums, or are you telling me?
No man.
Yes.
So I would have gotten a 12, and you would have gotten higher than that. So it's pretty perceptive. But Keegan said something. He
Wouldn't
is
that have
talking
also
to
been
her.
an assist?
Please don't
Okay.
shoot again.
But you'll beat it anyway, even without advantage. He says, why would I do that? Why? How is delaying? I've waited so long for more visitors. Why would I delay at this point?
Wouldn't you have waited like a night?
Just for a little
Been waiting
fairness.
thousands of years, bro.
No?
Didn't he? Aren't these people slaughtering your teammates that just showed up not too long ago?
Like 2 weeks.
Just
It's
for a little
been
fairness
2
so that
weeks before
we're...
that.
We will be slaughtered if we don't rest.
We are
Can't-
fine resting.
Convince him that if we're allowed to live longer, he'll be able to savor it a lot longer. He doesn't know the next time he'll get visitors.
That's not
Not
bad.
every day. Not every
That's
day
not
people
bad.
come to Xibabla.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dead bodies strewn around here. So,
He grabs at
you know.
his whisker, and it's like, a longer game, huh? Anybody sitting on the bench? Like you're just standing
he's
around?
on the bench.
Just
I'm on the ground trying to rest up because, you know, try.
Sage is literally on like his bed cot, just there.
Gil is looking at the
Popol Vuh.
entrance, seeing if anything pops up. Always on the lookout for danger.
Okay. How much time do you need?
Alright, I'm just gonna turn
I'd
on
say,
his
listen,
camera.
if he's asking, just give us enough time for a long rest.
No, we are not
Miles.
long
If he's
resting.
asking,
Are you nuts? Did you listen to anything?
Miles.
Did you listen to anything the
I
guy
did not.
said?
in fact,
Do not long rest in Xibabla. That is not an option. We short rest, that is
I would
it.
actually want to
Nothing else.
find out what happened.
He goes.
No. Because the rest of us have to fall down that hole with you. So unless we
realize
leave
there
you
are
behind
no
to
books
sleep,
about what Sage is like saying this. You realize there are no books
the
about
man
what
is
happens in here.
old and he's been to Xibabla. I
Yeah.
trust him more than the lack of books we
He's
have.
so experienced. He
Just
gave us
throw him
temporary
in
Super
the
experienced.
HP.
He's able to tell us
He's
what's
super
up.
experienced in
He gave
bailing.
us boosters so that we would survive. And you want to really say, I'm going to deny the knowledge of this old experienced dude who has survived rooms that countless people have died in. I want to see what happens when I give the
Did he
death
actually-
gods,
did he- did he-
some of
did
my
he actually say
nightmare
he
energy.
survived?
You know, it's
Stop
for
arguing.
science.
You're scaring me.
No,
Did he actually say he's
Okay.
experienced with
Was
women?
No.
Yeah. There are probably
It is.
no books on
the
Xibabla
first
because
one.
everybody else is dead.
The old man
You wanna
didn't
sleep
say
in
he
a
was
place where
inside the
people
first
die?
room.
He survived the first room,
Yeah.
meaning he has no knowledge of anything beyond that.
you
Or
never
he had.
Has
know.
more
He may have
knowledge
long
than-
rested inside Xibabla.
I
He may
mean,
have
Actually,
long
had
rested
that-
there and he knew.
Y'all just never asked him, and I was hoping you did, but you didn't. So here
I
we are.
have 3 testimonies that you don't want to stay
He
in this
said
too
never
long. There's the one guy that
sleep
fell
in
to his death,
Xibabla.
the other guy that froze to death, and then there's the other guy who's at the entrance who's also dead.
This is a bag of bones.
Yeah,
Literally just
so
a bag
I'm
of bones.
pretty sure nobody wants to stay here.
Nobody wants to
Um,
stay and sleep here. Like, yes, what a sound, comfortable place and, take a sleep, have our defenses at absolute minimum. No.
I was wrapped up. I hope you know I was wrapped up. I hope
don't mind me. I'm just a DM plotting how to kill some players next week. Don't worry about it. Thanks for watching Couatl Quest, JAI Community's D&D 5e campaign. If you enjoyed it, you can like and subscribe. And if you want to support our artists, you can do it directly. They're accepting commissions at the moment. You can find Islander Gentles at Islander Gentles. You can find Sean Chung at I Am the King Free. You can find Hachi Coke Sister, who did our amazing opening animation, at Hachi Coke. That's HACHIKOEK. And Prince Lane at graphic_prince. That's GRAPHIK_PRINCE. And you can check the links in our description to see if we've added anything like merchandise or our Patreon page. And thanks to Richard Natu for letting us use his song Too Much for our opening theme. That's it. Stay tuned. See you next week. Is 10d10 fall damage enough?